Alright, what's good? So it's Monday, August 14th, and on the eval I'm down 46, but I do have a new strategy that I'm kind of working out, and so I'm up 113 on that. So I took 2 trades on the sim. So I mean, I'll go over those, but I'm gonna go over the one on the eval first. So let me pull up SPY. So this one was the head and shoulders. Left shoulder right here, head, and then right shoulder, neckline being right here. So the right shoulder was a little weird, but it still looked pretty good. It was kind of consolidating more at the end right here, which was a little frustrating because I like them better when they're just like smooth. So I mean, I had a sell order. So I mean, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Looks a little weird on NinjaTrader, but neckline was right here. Placed my sell order half a point below. So it was at so neckline was at 44.95. I placed my sell order 44.94.50. So took a little bit. It was kind of a slow move down. I mean, we had a selling channel inside of the bigger selling channel. So this was selling channel where I had it in. So I mean, left shoulder, head, and then right shoulder. And then there was also this bigger selling channel. So a short position looked good. So entered me in. Kind of went down a little bit. It looked good, but honestly, it started consolidating. So I mean, let me pull up the recording. So placed my sell order 44.94.50. Had to change it back to my eval. I forgot. That would have been better if I did on the sim. I wouldn't have lost money. But fast forward a little bit. See, it was kind of consolidating for a little bit. For the right shoulder, entered me in. Went down about. I was in profit about 1.5. So it looked good. I mean, I like them better when it's just a straight like 2-point candle to break through it. So that looked good. And then it was kind of just started consolidating for a little bit. I mean, there wasn't much liquidity down here. It looked like we were going to push through here. So I was expecting to come more down there. Because there was the 5-day moving average. So we entered in right about here. And I knew the 5-day was about 3 points under where our entry was. But I didn't want to take any profit there. I wanted us to come down to VWAP, which is where my 6-point profit target is right where VWAP was. So I was going to take some profit there, maybe leave a runner. But consolidate a little more. Started to come up in just a second. About 1.5, but then it went up a little bit. Like you can see right here, came up a little bit and it came down, so that looked good. But once it came back up again, I was like, okay, it's kind of choppy. So I thought about getting out, but I didn't. Ended up, as you see, I have 2 stops. I made them both into one at 2 points, just to minimize some loss, and I got stopped out. And I mean, once it hit our stop, came down some more. Came up a little bit, so I mean, even if I would have had those 2 stops, I would have got stopped out at 3 points anyways. Right at that top tick, and then came down some more. Ended up going back up eventually. But I guess I'll show the trades on the sim. So I'll go back. This one, the first one was early in the morning, so this one is actually a good trade. So I bought in on a pullback. I won't go fully into detail on it, not yet. But I mean, I bought in on a pullback. I was risking 2 points to make at a minimum 6. So bought in, and then it came down about a point, but it just shot up, and I took profit, or I sold half my position at about, what was it? It was like 5 3/4 points, and then I sold off another one at about 6.5. So you can say about on 3 contracts, I got about 6 points. And then I had a runner that I got, I think 10 points on, which I should have held a little longer because I saw this little consolidation right here. I was expecting it to come up to this level right here that I have marked because it's a high day pre-market. So that's where I wanted to take the runner at, because that would have been about 16 or 18 points. So I wish I held it. I mean, it never went below EMA, and I didn't have this charted out earlier, but I should have had this charted out. I should have held that runner, but I wanted to take my profit. But I mean, nonetheless, it was still a good trade. Took some good profits. I was up about 130 off of 4 contracts, so that was good. And then this trade later in the day, let's see. I mean, I bought in again off the EMA. Won't go fully into detail why, but I bought in, risking 2 points again to make at a minimum 6. I was gonna leave a runner, and it was just chop, honestly, because the second half of the day was a little more choppy because we had this big move in the morning, and I guess we had a little more volatility, but once it hit about like 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock on the East Coast, we was kind of just chopping after that. But I mean, eventually I got stopped out. Fuck, what am I? Yeah, because I think I exited half my position just because it was chopping at about half a point, and it came down and stopped me out at 2 points. So I was down about, I think it's about $30, because on the sim it doesn't count fees, so I should have been down about 35. I mean, yeah, 30. I lost 30 on that trade, and then it ended up going up. But I mean, either way, I was risking 2 points, and it went past that, so I wouldn't have got this move anyways. But I mean, in the bigger picture, I was right. So I mean, yeah, that's all my trades. Down 46 on the eval, and then we're back red. Only red $20, but low key, I'm liking this strategy. I'm actually feeling really confident. But I'm gonna keep testing it out a few more days before I actually take a trade on the eval, just to see kind of test entries and exits and just stuff like that. So yeah.